praying for peace, I wake up praying to ruin it.
Young Lego, I don't set alarms, bitch, I set fires. Your good mood just ammo, and I'm the supplier. You sippin' coffee, I spit in the cup. Best part of my day is fucking yours up. I'm that bad decision you regret too late. That knock at the door you can't escape. Every smile you fake is another face I break. I'm the crack in the mirror like the toad choking on cake. Part of my day is fucking yours up. Best part of my day is fucking yours up. Routine ain't safe when I show up. Your morning's my massacre, your lunch and my feast. Your bedtime's the grave and I tuck you in deep. Your playlist skips, replaced with Death Lord OMG. Your happy thoughts ain't shit to me. I'll trip you while walking out the door. Make you bite the curb just to settle the score. You late to work, that's me in disguise. Red light stack up, watch your patience die. I slash your tires while you pray for luck. Best part of my day is fucking yours up. Your happiness cracks when my boots cave your teeth. Your laughter drowns in the puddle beneath. You planned a good day, too bad it's mine. I'm the shadow behind you with violence in mind. I don't need therapy, I don't need victims, I don't need peace, I need friction. Every excuse you scream gets cut. Best part of my day is fucking yours up, yo. I turn schedules into funerals, I turn plans into holes in the ground. I don't smile unless you're in a bad mood, I don't laugh unless it's your throat, my hands around. Best part of my day is fucking yours up. Your world collapses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me erupt. You pray for light, I'm bringing the dark. I staple my joy into your city. I treat your rib cage like a xylophone. Play it till it snaps out of tune. Turn your grin into confetti. Scatter teeth across the room. I don't squash beef, I'm marinated in your blood. Serve it up red while your family chokes the sound of a thud. I bend spines to the brick in my fist. Your face is speed bag and I love practicing on it. I drag your body through the street without a fucking care. Then light you up so the whole block smells like shit covered in burnt hair. Your excuses leak out, call it shooting star. Cut your throat just to watch how far. Call me a sculptor, I remove it with blades. Carve my initials till your heartbeat fades. Every scream's a blade pressed in your lungs, and I'll skip to the ending where silence comes. You planned your tomorrow, I ruined the plot. Best part of my day is fucking yours up on the spot.
Have a nice day, and remember, smile, bitch, you're killing it.
Have a nice day, and remember, smile, bitch, you're killing it. You like this song? I'll find something new to play eventually. How are you doing on this Wednesday? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm so disappointed that I even have to do this stream. So disappointed that I even have to do this freaking stream. So I want to start this with a couple things. I haven't talked to Chris in a long time. I used to be friends with him, Cordova, the one that's being called out that I streamed about yesterday. So I don't really know what's going on with him and all that stuff. I did warn him about exactly what his lawyer's doing right now. He didn't listen. And I wasn't going to say anything about any of this whatsoever because I agreed with him costing this dude money. At the end of the day, that's what I don't give a fuck about copyright. I hate Frauditor Troll. Okay? I really fucking hate. That dude is not about calling people out. He's not about anti this. He just makes money off of our content and cries about things that we do. Okay? There's no effort to actually make any kind of real call outs. It's like, oh, you're mean. Look at how mean you are. And oh, look what you... Bro. So I haven't wanted to say anything. But I'm kind of in a position where I have to now. Because Chris, Denver Metro Audits, your lawyer has put you in a position to face some serious backlash over what y'all are filing. I don't think you quite understand that. A lot of you are quick to like call him a piece of shit and all this kind of stuff. And I wouldn't jump to that extreme right away because he has a lawyer doing this. Okay. Yeah, his name's on the paperwork, but his lawyer's the one doing this. And I know he doesn't understand what's happening. I mean, he proved that when he went live and did an entire live stream about fair use and then showed context to a video like, dude, that had nothing to do with what Rossman is calling you out about. So that alone shows me you don't know what you're talking about. And then you said in the video that you're not going to talk about, you know, section 1201 because you don't understand it. And that's the whole point of what everybody's calling you out for. So with understanding how important this is and the implications that this can have for everybody, I find it in everybody's best interest that I do say something about this, because to be quiet is going to be a fucking problem for all of us. And I hope the rest of you can realize that have channels and can speak out about this and share this knowledge, because what is happening in this court case is going to be a problem for everybody that shares content. And I'll give you some prominent names right now: Lackluster and Audit the Audit. Okay. Those are two channels that share, well, they use body camera, but they do share other people's content and stuff, right? Or they have their old videos. What this lawsuit is going to do is it's going to create a mechanism for every lawyer to sue Lackluster, Audit the Audit, me, Sam Queef, Valley Girl, Transparency Bitch, everybody that shares content. This is a mechanism to just start a lawsuit. Do you understand that? Let's not even worry about, you know, get money from the people. It's about costing people money and starting a lawsuit. This is going to create a fair use claim to start a lawsuit when it has nothing to do with fucking fair use. Does that make sense? That's a big problem. That's why it's important for people to say stuff about this. It doesn't matter if it's your fucking friend, doesn't matter if it's your brother, your sister. If they're doing some fucked up shit, you got to call them out, especially if it's going to affect everybody. You're doing some dumb shit yeah, that's not cool, man. So I'm going to watch Rossman's last video, but the point of this stream is, you know, I know Chris watches my shit. So the point of this stream, Chris, is to get you to drop this lawsuit against Frauditor Troll. As much as it fucking pains me to even say that, you really need to drop it. You've cost the dude $40-something thousand. I would count that as a massive win. That's a fucking massive win. That is a massive win, dude. You don't actually need to profit. And if you continue down this road, you are going to create legal precedent that is going to be used against everybody. Your lawyer's like, oh, you know, it's just going to be for the frauditor. No. Your lawyer's on a single track mind frame and not looking at the view. Because there's other lawyers that don't care about your First Amendment. They don't care about what the fuck you're doing on YouTube. Now they see a new tool that has been added to their arsenal to start lawsuits against you. It's going to be much easier. Yeah, it's steadily eroding. Yeah. It's not just eroding reacting. It's eroding, you know, your ability to publish content in general that people don't like. So I think it's in everybody's best interest, Chris, if you drop this lawsuit. And Denver, Chris, the route you're going right now is going to completely, you're fucking done on the internet, bro. You're done. The only way to save that is to backpedal and drop it. That's the only way to save your reputation. Is your reputation worth whatever you might be awarded in this petty ass lawsuit? Serious question.
So it's about
Never understand what you're trying to say. I'm not picking on Chris. I hope everybody understands that. This isn't like a let's attack Chris stream. This isn't I'm fucking picking on Chris. I mean, I'm pointing out the faults that are happening and the implications that they can have for everybody because I don't think he understands it. He's the only one that has the authority over that case. Chris can tell his lawyer to drop it. And I honestly believe that that's in everybody's best interest. Chris knows how I feel about Frauded or Troll. So a lot of you know how I feel. So the fact that I'm even fucking saying this should mean something. You know, Chris, if you're listening to this now or later, this should mean something to you that I'm saying this kind of shit. Because I don't give that kind of advice lightly. I fucking hate that dude. There is no space on this planet where I'll ever interact with him nicely. But that don't mean nothing. You're the only one that can change this, unless you lose. If you don't stop and then you lose, you're so fucked. You know that, right? Think about this. Think about all the paths you can go down now. Which path is Christopher Cordova going to take? Hopefully the right one.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My apologies for talking as fast as I am. I had a scoop of Dymatize protein powder that has the Dunkin' Donuts.
Don't give this guy fucking caffeine, Holly. Should I slow it down? This is normal speed. You want me to slow it down a little bit?
One which has caffeine in it, and I should never be allowed to have caffeine. If I have a quarter of a cup of coffee and don't finish the rest of it, I will be running fiberglass fish wire through my wall at 5 in the morning to try to get Cat 6 wire going alongside my electrical wiring to my fish pond. I can't handle caffeine. My brain just explodes. I should never be given a stimulant. Caffeine is a horrible drug. Coffee is a horrible drug, but I made a mistake. So my apologies that you're paying for that. I wanted to revisit what I was talking about in the last video where I strongly disagreed with the lawsuit that Denver Metro Audits was bringing against Frauded or Troll. The reason that I disagree with this at its core fundamentally is because when we're talking about a fair use claim versus a Section 1201 of the DMCA claim, we're talking about a difference between I disagree with what you did and I think that should be illegal versus the tool that was used, regardless of whether it is being used for positive reasons or negative reasons, itself should be illegal. When we are bringing a Section 1201 claim against somebody, we're not saying, hey, you should have not used that gun in that way. You shouldn't have shot your neighbor. What you're doing is you're telling Glock it is criminal that you have created a gun and that you have shown people how to create a gun, even if you've not created the gun yourself. That is the problem that I have with this type of lawsuit. I did not read through the fair use section of it. I did not review the clips that were used to see how much of it was fair use or not fair use, because this is not a fair use YouTube channel. I go over ownership and Section 1201 of the DMCA. And I can show you some of the ways that this law has been used, misused, and abused in the past. It has been used to criminalize somebody allowing you to use your ebooks with other ebook readers. FBI agents have arrested a Russian programmer for giving away software that removes the restrictions on encrypted Adobe Acrobat files. So this, again, regardless of whether you have purchased those books or whether you pirated them, it doesn't matter. Simply creating the tool is the crime in and of itself. Chamberlain Group versus Skylink Technologies. We're talking about a company that luckily won, but a company that was taken to court based on them making a universal garage door opener. We're talking about Spotify Revanced. This was a tool that allows you to not run the lines of code that play an ad or that don't allow you to skip something in Spotify. This is something that not just the person using it has done something wrong, the person who has created it has committed a criminal act in the United States of America under this law. Lexmark versus Static Control Components. You're making aftermarket ink cartridges that work in a printer. That is something that this law makes a criminal activity. Xbox modder could spend 3 years in prison. Somebody allowing you to run homebrew software on your Xbox, regardless of whether it has been used for piracy. If you're simply using that software just so that you could watch a DVD movie and have a different theme or something on your Xbox, this in and of itself is a criminal activity. The judge even thought this was ridiculous. And I quote from 16 years ago, "I really don't understand what we're doing here." U.S. District Judge spent about a good 30 minutes just saying how much he thought this entire case was completely fucking ridiculous. When you invoke Section 1201 of the DMCA, you are not simply saying, "I disagree with how that person used my videos." What you're saying is that the underlying tool and infrastructure that he used to use my video should be illegal. YouTube DLP, YTDLP under Section 1201 of the DMCA is illegal. Now, I'll hear a lot of people saying, "I don't like that person. I don't like Fraud or Troll. I like Denver Metro Audits or vice versa." And I'm not here to get into the character of either of these individuals. If I was, I'd be criticizing posts like this that I see where the Denver Metro Audits is making fun of what the girlfriend of the person he's suing looks like. I'm not interested in any of that. I have been interested in Section 1201 of the DMCA.
And that's fundamentally why you haven't heard me speak on any of this, is I haven't been interested in it. I thought that it was great that he was costing dude money until I understood what's happening now. Once you understand what's happening now, it's a little bit different.
And digital ownership long before I ever knew what these two channels were. But let's just take a listen to his lawyer so that you can understand why I wasn't going over the fair use provisions and I was spending a lot more time talking about Section 1201 of the DMCA. I'm going to play you a clip that is from the person who is filing this lawsuit and doing the work on behalf of Denver Metro Audits, and you can tell me what you think.
What does Randy get if he wins? Well, apparently he gets clout in the auditing community because everybody's going to be rushing to hire.
That is right.
Okay, well,
And if we win, your little buddy Fraudster really screwed all of you, because then I can get to sue everyone for using ripping software.
From the mouth of his own attorney. If his attorney thinks like this, and he's just talking to some troll channels, think about what other attorneys are thinking. This is one attorney. They're trying to create a precedent that's going to fuck everybody for using ripping software. So you just have to accuse somebody and start a lawsuit. And once a video goes through a processor on your phone or your computer, if you're editing, it washes any metadata from whatever. If you ripped it off of YouTube or using a downloader, and then you made a video and you washed it through a fucking editor, all the metadata from where you got it from, all that shit's fucking gone. You created new metadata when you edited and processed and produced a video through whatever program you use. So how can you tell if somebody's ripping a fucking video? This is where I have a problem with this, is because snake lawyers like this that are just looking to be predators and prey on the situation. He doesn't give no fucks about what's happening, are going to do exactly that. He's screwing all of you. He's creating a tool that's going to allow me to sue all of you. I've never used ripping software, ever. I screen record shit, which isn't illegal. There he is. Motion to dismiss, and we did win. It's already precedent. How come I don't see that anywhere? You're a fucking snake, bro. His lawyer's in the chat right now, folks. You want to come up here and tell people how you're a snake? Newman? You know I got you figured out. I've been calling you out for a hot second, bro. I'm not fucking stupid. I'm not Chris. I'm not these other retards. You don't have me fooled, homie. You're a fucking snake. You're a fucking snake lawyer. Yeah, I'm going to sit here and stream Chris's shit and react to it. Why don't you sue me, homie? I'll play. You want to come up here and chit chat, Mr. Lawyer? I'm just a retard felon on the internet. That's him. That's his DMCA lawyer right there that's creating this case law. Hey, next time you talk to Chris, let him know how you helped him ruin his reputation and he don't even know about it. Let him know what you did. I'm sure he'll be real thankful for you. Damn, that's sad, bro. Crickets. Crickets. You want a link? You want a link, Mr. Lawyer? Are you busy? You busy? It's the middle of the day. Probably busy, huh? Probably busy trying to fuck other people. Well, you got my attention, Newman, more so than you have before. Tisk, tisk. I'm going to take your silence as no, you don't want to come up here and talk to me, Mr. Lawyer, right?
Ripping software.
Even without regard to fair use. If you have videos on your channel that are from someone else,
Even without regard to fair use. This is his voice that you're hearing in the chat. That lawyer that you just... That's him.
Ripping.
then I can get this little.
Okay, well,
And if we win, your little buddy Frauditor really screwed all of you because
Not all of you, everybody. Really screwed everybody. Yeah. When you talk to Chris, have that discussion about what you did, how you ruined his reputation. You used him to create a legal tool for you that doesn't benefit him at all, but it completely tanked his reputation. Did you explain to your client what the implications of what you were trying to do were? Did you? Really, though? An ambulance chaser? No, man. Come on, why you fucking come play with me? This is so sad, bro. It was bad enough he got the Social Security case law shit, and now you just did this to him? See, I know Chris. Everybody on the internet's going to be mad at him, but I know he didn't know what was going on. It seems like you didn't tell him either. So just keep that in mind, folks, when the reality sets in as to what's going on, because I know some of you still don't get it. Be mad at Chris, sure, but have the perspective in mind that his lawyer's the one that did this.
then I can get to sue everyone for using ripping software.
ripping software.
Even without regard to fair use. If you have videos on your channel that are from someone else, beware.
Even without regard to fair use. And you
Beware. Oh, man, I got videos on my channel from somebody else. All different kinds of somebody else's. Why don't you start hitting them people up? Prove my point.
can tell that he even put his mouth closer to the microphone to say that in the more ominous way. Now, regardless of whether it is his intention to use the law that way, the mere fact that the law could be used in that way is the problem and why my nonprofit exists, to try and reform this piece of shit law to begin with. What did he say? Regardless of fair use, if you are using that ripping software, we can get your channel in trouble. Let me show you what Denver Metro Audits has to say about this himself, so I can better explain why it is Section 1201 is so dangerous.
If you're not saying the message that I'm saying, I'm not giving you permission, right?
What? If you're not saying the message that I'm saying, I'm not giving you permission to use my content. And I have to admit, I didn't even know that he said all this until I watched this video. What?
So there are certain people that I can get permission and certain people that I'm not going to get permission. So for me, it's about taking my video and turning it around to a complete opposite message that I want it to be, right? Like Star Wars, they have a very specific message they want it to be. If you take their video and republish it and change it into something completely opposite that they intended it to be, they're going to sue you.
This is a fair use argument back and forth. Did I give you permission to use my copyrighted content, or did I not give you permission to use my copyrighted content? If I did, maybe we don't have a problem. If I didn't, and you're trying to turn the message around, maybe we do have a problem, and he's going to sue you. All that stuff can get adjudicated in a court, adjudicated through YouTube system. That is a fair use and a copyright claim. The reason that Section 1201 is a problem is because none of this matters if you support Section 1201. YTDLP, YouTube DLP, that program, as it is, if that was designed by people in the United States, and Google really wanted to push it, the people who made that program can be subject to 3 to 5 years in federal prison, whether they are using it to download your videos with your permission or not. When you support Section 1201, you support criminalizing the tool, not the action. Let's say that I downloaded his video, and let's say I said, I love all your content, I love what you're doing, I want to repeat your message, I'll give you 100% of the monetization from my video, and he said yes. Section 1201 still criminalizes the action of that tool being available to begin with. The people that made that tool can still be sent to federal prison in spite of the fact that he gave me permission to use his video. That is the difference between a fair use and copyright claim and a Section 1201 of the DMCA claim.
No, this is not about fair use. That's what he's trying to tell you and what I'm trying to tell you and what DMA doesn't understand. He did the whole stream the other day talking about fair use. It's not about fair use. His lawyer used a fucking different section in the... That's the Damn, I lagged. Lagging heavy right now. Is my audio at least working while I'm lagging? I don't want to keep talking if my audio's not working. Yeah, I saw that. That's why I'm monitoring it. Okay. Yeah, they're trying to create a tool to what the hell, dude? Create a mechanism just to start lawsuits.
A Section 1201 of the DMCA claim fundamentally criminalizes the tool, not how you use it. It criminalizes Glock for making the gun rather than me for shooting my neighbor. That takes me to the part of this video that is one of the most important. Was I using YouTube Downloader for this, or was I using screen capture software? How do you know? I'm playing his video, and his video is full screen. Did I download that video from YouTube to do that, or did I use a screen capture software? I was using screen capture software, because as you can see, if I hit escape over here, if I move this around.
Videos. So it's about taking my...
Yeah, as you can see, this is not a video that I downloaded, ripped a copy of. I'm using my screen capture software to capture my web browser, and that's what you're looking at here. That's also how I'm able to show you these articles on screen that I'm showing you. Now, OBS Studio is a program that has the ability to do that. But OBS Studio is also a program that many people use just to capture their HDMI inputs and simply capture what's on the screen of their computer. Under Section 1201, if somebody wants to say, listen, you're breaking a digital lock, you're not supposed to be able to get access to YouTube's videos, and you're getting access to YouTube's videos. It's literally just capturing what's on my screen. There is no way for you to tell whether I use screen capture software or whether I use YouTube DLP unless I tell you. So if you're able to bring a 1201 claim simply for having somebody else's video on your screen, you are essentially criminalizing the activity of using screen capture software.
Listen to this.
unless I tell you. So if you're able to bring a 1201 claim simply for having somebody else's video,
It creates a mechanism to bring a 1201 claim simply for having somebody else's video on your YouTube channel. That's how simple that is, boiled down for you right there. That's what they did. It's not about fair use. It's about creating a mechanism that they can then in turn create a legal claim in a federal court and say that this video I used it. You can just say I fucking use ripping software to get this and start a lawsuit. And now we have to go through the whole fucking chain of events just to prove that I didn't. Does that make sense? Excuse me. Does it make sense? Okay, turn off some of this shit. All right. Turning off some of the devices that I'm connected to. What a dirtbag move. Yeah, that's the simple answer for what they did. It has nothing to do with fair use anymore. It's not you didn't have enough commentary. It's not you used too much of my video. It's not you changed the message. It's literally this, what is 1201 claim where you can just say they use this software to take my video from YouTube and start a fucking lawsuit like that. That's the problem.
on your screen, you are essentially criminalizing the activity of using screen capture software. And there are many examples out there of basic repair tools that violate Section 1201 of the DMCA, where the people making those repair tools are available in other countries. Many farmers across the United States were using Ukrainian cracked software in order to fix their John Deere tractors that they paid over $500,000 for, because in the United States, if they made those repair tools, they would be considered criminals. Not just the people fixing the tractor, the people that were actually making the tools themselves. I do not want to live in a world with a framework where if somebody dislikes me, they have the ability to say that not only have I done something illegal, but that the people who have made OBS Studio have done something illegal. And that's the road that we start to go down when we start using 1201 claims on people that we can't even prove used YouTube Downloader. I'm not even saying I have a problem with YouTube Downloader. I don't think that program should be illegal. YTDLP can be used to download a video from someone that I don't have permission to download it from. It can also be used by someone who just wants to download a public broadcast of a politician giving a speech. Whether or not you have broken a law using YTDLP is up to the individual using it, not up to the programmers. But under Section 1201, the simple creating of a tool that somebody could potentially do something wrong with is itself criminalized, which is why I push back against this as much as I do. I don't care if you like Frauded or Troll. I don't care if you like Denver Metro audits. I don't care about whether you love First Amendment auditing or you think it's a meme and just a bunch of pranks. None of that has anything to do with the core of this case. This is why the fair use aspect of the case is not interesting to me, because as the lawyer said in his own words, he could use this to go after people regardless of the fair use. He even put his mouth closer to the microphone like a cartoon villain when talking about it. Ask how much money he's charging his client to take this case right now. If this precedent is set, there is so much shit. There is so many
He's not charging him anything, by the way.
Useless, worthless lawsuits that could occur that could harm so many people. This law has been used to sue people making aftermarket ink. It has been used to sue people who made homebrew software for your Xbox. It has been used to raid people who created software that lets you view an ebook on a different device. It is why this is a garbage law. It is because it not only criminalizes the action of the individual, it criminalizes the creator of the tool itself, regardless of how many legal and legit reasons for existing that tool may have. That is insane. We do not criminalize the creation of a knife because somebody may stab with it, and we should not criminalize the creation of a tool that can break a digital lock or perform decryption because somebody may do something you don't like. If this claim were simply a fair use claim without invoking Section 1201 of the DMCA, I would have no problem with it. By all means, proceed and do what you want to do in court. These videos are not about whether I like one of these channels or the other, whether I watch their content, or whether I care about them. This video is about the very fact that a screen recording piece of software, a piece of software that may be able to allow me to download a public broadcast from YouTube of a politician speaking, if the people who program it should be put in federal prison simply because it can also be used to grab somebody else's copyrighted work. This is an overreaching law that doesn't just criminalize behavior, it criminalizes the very tool that can make that behavior possible, regardless of the other potential uses of that tool. That this law has persisted for 28 years is a travesty. And anytime I see this law being invoked, whether it's repair of medical devices, repair of vehicles, or being invoked on a piece of screen capturing software, I will be against it. And I do not care how unlikable any of the people in the case are. It is irrelevant to the facts of the case. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.
I'm sure if I was wrong about anything that I was saying, that Mr. Newman that's been in the chat would be correcting me, or he'd take the opportunity to come up here and publicly correct me. But he's not, because I'm not fucking wrong, and he knows it. Yeah, this is a problem, folks. This is the kind of shit that it's just sad. This is just sad in general. For those of you that weren't in here earlier, the lawyer that is at the center of all this has been in the chat. And I did offer him to come up here and correct me, school me. Not gonna happen, I don't think. Because you know I'm right, Newman. Creating a mechanism, not just for you, asshole, but for every fucking snake lawyer that just wants to sue people. That's a thing that's been on the rise lately, too. These fucking lawsuits. Lawyers are getting desperate. Really cool news put out a video about this. Says superstar influencer Luis Rossmann interjects himself in Cordova v. blah, 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 whatever. Jim, I don't think you understand. Jim came into Chris's chat and left some comment. I don't think he understands what's happening here. But that's okay. Can someone post that guy's channel or no? What? Rossmann's? Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure my mods were sharing the link to the video I was watching while we were watching it. What up? Just got here a few minutes ago. This is so sad. Yeah, as much as I hate that dude, I'm not gonna be supportive of what's going on. Yeah. And if they did get a decision on that, like he's saying in my chat, then Christopher Cordova, formerly known as Denver Metro Audits, has completely fucking tanked his reputation on the internet. Because it's not a genre specific kind of thing. This is something that's gonna piss like a lot of different people off. Oh man. Just got here a few minutes ago. I don't know why my shit's fucking lagging. That's so annoying. Yeah. Yeah, this is a slight problem, I think. We have steadily watched the implosion of the First Amendment genre on YouTube over the last year. Think about it. Think about it. Over the last year, all the shit that's happened with all these different channels and all the shit that they're doing, there has been a steady implosion happening. Do you guys all view these YouTube channels that call themselves First Amendment auditors the same anymore? Serious question for everybody watching, because I know a lot of you watch the other ones too. When somebody, like when I bring that up, or you open your phone and you see those videos, what's your immediate thought now? I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm asking your honest opinion. I've watched the steady implosion, the de-evolution. We're going into city councils and public buildings way more. That's slowed way, way down. It still happens. There's still some steady channels, but by and large, it's not what it was. And now they're creating a shift in how many channels are doing something and calling it this thing. And it's like the dispensary, private business, weird stuff that's not how this, well, I mean, it is kind of how it started with the dudes in Texas and shit, but it's just gotten weird. They don't really get it there. I mean, it's You know what I mean? I myself don't watch very many of the cop watchers because they don't really get it there. What do you mean by that? They don't really get it there. Scroll past now. Yikes. Any juicy drama? No drama. Just pointing some shit out. We had the lawyer at the center of the topic today in the chat, but I think it's funny how these motherfuckers you guys got time to go up on other people's panels, make shit videos, fucking be in the chat, leave comments on my I'm not just talking about the lawyer right now, just in general. All these people that I call out, they got time for all this, but when you're here, you don't got nothing to say to me except unless you're typing it out in your little safe space in the chat. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, too funny, guys. Too funny. I'll chat with you in real time. What's the problem? I'll be nice. I'm a nice person sometimes. Not really, but I can be. I'm not a nice person. I will be nice if somebody wants to come up here and chit chat. I'm not just gonna result to like name calling and shit. Unless that's where we go, but it's a comedy show. This is a comedy show. These are prank channels. What up, Ragamonkey? What up, homie? There's an activist right there, folks. That's not a prank channel. If my mods want to post Ragamonkey's channel link in the chat, go ahead and do that, please. I ain't never seen that dude at a dispensary. I could be wrong. Maybe you jumped on the bandwagon recently. I don't know, but I hope not. Hopefully you'll never see that dude at a dispensary. You'll never see him fucking with a private business unless they did something to him, which I can understand that. But just showing up to like a restaurant because there's people there and you want to record, that's dumb. Now, if the restaurant stole money from you or they spit in your food or some kind of shit like that and you elaborate that before you go there, then yeah, well, okay. I can get that. I can understand that. Yeah, your friends do, I know. Fucking retards, bro. You got to have them conversations with your friends sometimes. I do. And that's why I don't have very many friends, is because people don't like hearing that kind of shit. But I will sit my friends down and be like, listen, what you're doing is retarded. And you look retarded doing it. And as your friend, I feel obligated to tell you that you look retarded. You know, like if I were to have a female friend and she's like, do I look fat? I'd be like, yeah. Adam with the 10 memberships. Thank you for that. Hmm. Yeah, post Ragamonkey's link again, please. Go subscribe to him. Go watch his city council meetings when he goes and records in the city council meetings in Florida. That shit is hilarious. It's a lot different than what you normally see because he walks around and talks shit to these people like before the meeting starts. Fucking hilarious. You can absolutely tell that they hate this motherfucker. They hate him being around, and they're doing the I'm not gonna look at him. I'm not gonna look at him kind of thing while he's around. It's hilarious. Hilarious. So much more entertaining than some angry mom or dad coming out and, why you recording me while I'm eating? So much better than that. It's fun watching the dynamic of somebody be in the presence in the halls of power of these people that make decisions and watching them all be nervous or not even nervous, just dislike his presence there. If you can cause that feeling just being in the room recording, you're doing something right, in my opinion. Because those are the people that we elected. Those are the people that siphon our tax dollars. Those are the ones that should feel that way. And then they should, in turn, understand that you have a right to do it and not say anything to you. You know what I mean? Gobble the slop. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's why I like doing that shit. You know? Manuel Mata's another good one. Philip Turner. Dan Warmus. And his buddy that he hangs out with, I don't think you'll see him at dispensaries either. The lawyer, Guerrilla Publishing. Who else? Who else, folks? They're not all shit. Let's be clear on that. They're not all shit, but there are a lot of them that are. Just like the cops. It's just like the cops. There's a few good ones. The majority of them are fucking. They're full of it. That's how I'm starting to view this. There's some good channels. Don't create case law against everybody, though. Let this, what's happening with Chris, be a lesson to everybody else. If you find yourself in a position where everybody's really mad at you about what you're doing, just really ask yourself why. I do that sometimes. Hold on a minute. Maybe I'm doing something here. What up, Karen? There's Manuel Mata's link right there. Right there. I am going to stream again today, so if you're wanting to not stick around, but be back for another stream, then have your notifications turned on, I guess. Hit the like button right now if you haven't done that too. It's going to be about something else, not this subject. Complain when people use your videos? Yeah. Fucking A. I mean, I have too. I've hit Chris up and um tried to fucking get on the bandwagon with suing that motherfucker too in the beginning. Don't get it twisted. I just to fuck with him. Yeah. I was there. I wouldn't have done all this. But yeah. So I get it. I understand. It's really personal between them. It's not so much that he used his content. Yeah, and I get it. I mean, that dude has spent hours and hours and hours just making personal attacks against Chris and every little thing that he does. I get why he hates him. And I mean, you would too. And that's not even anything that I'm talking about. That's not the problem. That's not, I get it. I'm there. I totally understand. The only problem that I have with the whole situation, just so everybody understands, is what his lawyer is doing or has done in creating a mechanism to just start frivolous lawsuits, essentially, while claiming that you use ripping software to obtain the videos in your video. That's the problem. And yeah, Joey Surreal has gotten very soft with his fucking dispensary and private business. What do you go to, an oil shop? What the fuck, bro? Not activism. Just renewed my subscription. Thank you. I just lag out again. You miss a whole bunch of shit. That's great. That's great. The song I listened to in the beginning was by Deathlord too. The best part of my day. Running great. Yeah, if Chris wants to do a stream, Denver Metro Audits, you want to do a stream and have a chit chat about all this, I'm open for that. I don't think he's going to, but make the offer publicly right now while I'm live. You and your lawyer if you want. Because a lot of people are going to ask some questions. I have a feeling Rossman's not going to leave this one alone. And I'm not. And I mean, we'll see what happens. Damn, I fucking warned you about this shit too. This is a predatory lawyer right here. The First Amendment is bogus, says Chris. Chris Mike. Is that your first and your last name? How unfortunate. I guess mine's not much better. Damn, this is really disappointing. I didn't know that that's how this shit was going. I have some legal work I got to do today. And I don't want it. Hmm. If you were curious, I farted. That's what that noise was. Any update on free? I have no idea what's going on with that. Couldn't tell you. I have no idea. We can sit here and speculate if you want. But as far as any like valid for sure thing, no idea. I've texted. The only person I've even asked about that is auditing Erie County. He don't know either. Do you know? I don't know. I mean, if you make your whole channel private, does that mean you're getting sued or something? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Because you're turning off the money switch. Unless you got another channel that's fucking just banging and you can just shut that shit off and like dip out of that scene kind of thing. I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes of like some kind of legal situation where I would need to shut my channel off like that. And I don't really see that. Maybe it's possible somehow, but I don't personally see it. But I could see myself if I walked into some kind of business venture outside of YouTube that you guys knew nothing about, that had nothing to do with this, and I could just turn this shit off and go do something else. I could see myself doing that. News on Lucid. That's a good question. I have no idea. I've texted her several times. I haven't heard anything back. Hopefully she's okay. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, I got legal work and I got some other shit to do too. Fuck. Shit. And I'm going to stream again. Hello? Hello? Is there anybody there? Yes, I'm lost in thought while 114 of you just stare at me thinking. Did I freeze again? What the hell? Yeah, I'm just chilling right now. I'm gonna end the stream here shortly. Appreciate y'all becoming members. And Adam. Peace, everyone. Stay human. Oh, shit. Are any of you interested in hearing a story about how a former government official who has like a no contact order against her ex-husband, who is also a former government official, and how her ex-husband is going to court right now for violating a no contact order because somebody put in a bar complaint against her. Anybody ever heard about some crazy shit like that? Because I know a thing about a thing going on like that. And I thought it's quite interesting. So yeah, basically somebody's getting in trouble for violating a no contact order because a different person put in a bar complaint against them. Bar complaints, not direct contact or causing contact or contact of any kind whatsoever. But there's a court case going on about it. It's part of the Vanessa Lasico saga. You know who that is, right? I farted. Oh, I farted again. What up, Carrie? Ugh. I spittled on myself a wee bit. Oh, fuck. In front. Yeah, I'll live stream again. You could pay me to turn the ads off too, by the way, those of you that were complaining about all that. Shit. Stranded Mountain Time. Who's stranded? Not me. Yeah, anyway, I'll be streaming again later. This is the Death Lord song, Best Part of My Day. If somebody could post that, that'd be great.
You wake up praying for peace. I wake up praying to ruin it. I don't set alarms, bitch, I set fires. Your good moves just ammo, getting on the supplier. You sipping coffee, I spit in the cup. Best part of my day is fucking yours up. I'm that bad decision you regret too late. Let not get the door, you can't escape. Every smile you fake is another face I break. I'm the crack in the mirror like the two choking on cake. Best part of my day is fucking yours up. Your routine ain't safe. Wanna show up. Your mood is my massacre. You look at my feast. Your bedtime's the grave and I tuck you in deep. Your playlist skips. Your place with death float. OMG. Your happy thoughts ain't shit to me. I'll trick you while walking out the door. Make you bite the curb just to settle the score. You late to work. That's me in disguise. Red lights stack up. Watch your patience die. I slash your tires while you pray for luck. Best part of my day is fucking yours up. Your happiness cracked to my boots, can your teeth? Your laughter drowns in a puddle beneath you. Played a good day, too bad it's mine. On the shadow behind you, with violence in mind. I don't need therapy, I don't need victims, I don't need peace, I need friction. Every excuse you scream gets cut. The best part of my day is fucking yours up. I turn schedules into funerals. I turn plans into holes in the ground. I don't smile unless you're in a bad mood. I don't laugh unless it's your throat my hands around. Best part of my day is fucking yours up. Fucking yours up. Fucking yours up. Fucking yours up. I treat Put your rib cage like a xylophone, play till it's mapped out of tune. Turn your wind into your face, scatter teeth across the room. I don't squash beef, I'm marinated in your blood. Serve it up bare where your family chops or sound of a thud. I've been spies to the break in my fist. Your face is feedback, and I love practicing on it. I drag your body through the street without a fucking care, and light you up so the whole block smells like she covered in bird hair. Your excuses leaked out, call it shooting star. Cut your throat just to watch how far. Call me a Skoga, I remodel with blades. Carve my initials until your heartbeat fades. Every sprain's a blade, press in your lungs, and I'll stick to the ending where silence comes. You claimed it tomorrow, I'm going to plot. Best part of my day is fucking yours up on the spot. Have a nice day, and remember, smile, bitch, be chillin' it.